Okay, guys, this is how I train my young bird to trap train from the top of the kit box. And these are really the first time. Can you see they're lining up right there? They're looking at the trap, and and this is pretty much how I do it. What was that bird rolling for? Oh, it's the older bird. So this is how I do it. And today is the first day, so I don't scare them up. Hershey, get out of there. I got my dog and they're looking at it. And so um, I'm just gonna record it for you guys. And this is a couple week of trap training them. And and this is a couple days that I put him in top of the loft. And today is I'm actually opening up the box. And what I'm doing right now is training them to trap. You see how they're coming in now. This is the first day. This is the first time they ever fly from the top of the loft to the trap door. And once this is done, tomorrow I'm just gonna let him out. So the first day is very critical. I keep him nice and hungry. The food is inside there. And what I'm doing right now is making sure that they fly from the top of the box to the trap. Now some young bird get it real quick, figure out real quick. And this is really critical, guys, to do this. There's no hook problem, because right now this is their first time flying. Say I got one bird flying right there on top, and he doesn't know the area yet, and I want to make sure that they all trapped in. Say that one is just come back. That one that just came back. The one that flown, they just come back. I actually have one bird in the top of the air, where I got some older kid right there, and I have one young bird. See that one young bird right there. Okay, so this is very critical. You don't want to make sure there's no hawk, because this bird is this first day being out of that box, in top of the kit box, on top of the on top of the loft. And if there's hawk, they're gonna spook these guys up and they're gonna fly. They don't know the area. They're gonna get lost. So and notice that they're watching and looking at that box, looking at that trap. They never done it before. They never fly in top of the loft to the trap door, but they know how to trap already. And of course they know that I whistle, so when I whistle they know there's food. So they will be acting. Look at that. And when you do this, guys, you want to keep the bird hungry. You want to keep the bird hungry. Come. Once they all trapped in, tomorrow I would release them, and they're not even. I'm just gonna open that trap right there, and they're just gonna come out. Tomorrow morning I'll do that, or probably the same time tomorrow. See, there's a bird right there on the floor right there. That bird's gotta figure out to come on top of the thing. I just gonna see how I pop them out. See? And then, if they have a hard time, because they're still scared. They're still scared to fly from the top of the loft. They don't have the courage yet. So what I do sometimes, I put a little bit of feed like there. And they learn my voice, they learn my whistle. And you see, I just put a little bit of feed on top of the trap door, the little stand. And hoping that they learn to jump out in there. And some of them would have the courage to jump out in there. Now they're all looking. You see, they're all looking because they know there's food inside there. But they never flow again. They never flow from the top of the kit box to the trap door. So this is I lost a lot of bird because I did this, and the hawk came in and spooked the bird up. And so I always do it, I always do it when it's like warm. And I actually have one bird in the back over there that flew up behind it. But I'm not worried about that bird that flew up behind me. They'll come back. I got one that went up to the breeding lab. So I worry about this guy, making sure that all this guy go into that trap door. And then once they go into the trap door, you see, here he goes. Here's one right there. Here's the other one just coming back. And listen, guys, when I do this, I don't let anybody come in the yard. It's just me and the bird, because the bird know me. I don't want the wife or the kids running around the yard because the bird's gonna get scared. It's just me and the bird right now. And it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. You know, this is the first time they've been released out of that box. It's gonna take a while for them to trap in until they get the courage to jump out. And then once they figure that out, 2-3 days, they're good to go. Then you can flag them out. So I don't let my bird land in the floor. So when they get in the floor, I pop them out. And you know, eventually every one of them is gonna trap in today. See, which is when I'm looking at my kit box, I'm in the left side. If I'm facing away from my kit box, I'm in the right side. So, like this guy right here. There you go. See how you learn. And the thing about pigeon, they're like following the leaders. You know. So. And this morning, I give them just a little bit of feed this morning, just a little bit of feed. And so they're still hungry though, because you know, today, right now it's 12 o'clock here, 12 o'clock, 12:30. And anyway, I'm gonna let them trap in. I'm gonna wait for another minute more. They're eventually gonna trap it. See how it's going in now. To get him up, not out the ground. So, I'm gonna get ready here. There we go.